You know, when it comes to veneers, I know that there's dental bonding where you can touch up, and I guess like a chipped tooth. Where does dental bonding end and veneers come into play?
Well, there are some differences. No, one will be the size of the problem that you want to correct, if it's a cavity or if it's aesthetic. If we want to correct something, it's like the complete face of the tooth, and the patient want to do it in bondings. Lately, that bonding needs to be changed several times over the years. So I would recommend doing more permanent treatment that has more longevity in the mouth, preventing, new restorations and new restorations. The porcelain in that case of the veneers lasts longer. They don't get a stain, and then the patient will be happier. I mean, it's a treatment that may be more costly, which is basically the reason why the patient gets resins as opposed to porcelain veneers, but at the end it's not, because you don't need to change it so many times over the long term, and the result will be better.
Right, so factually somebody who's getting bonding but then has to keep going back to repair that bonding or replace that bonding over and over and over again, as opposed to a veneer where it's done, it's gonna last years, not for the rest of their life necessarily. They might have to get those touched up. Right?
Correct, yeah.
But it's gonna last years and years longer than the bonding one.
Than the bonding one, correct.
Gotcha, interesting. Doctor, how long do you think veneers typically last? And I know that's dependent upon how aggressive somebody is, if they're a tooth grinder and all those things, but typically.
Correct, and it depends on the patient's hygiene and if they take care of it. If you bite objects, or if you any restoration, you need to take care of like your own tooth, and then it may last between, I don't know, maybe 7, 10 years, 15 years, like a crown. I mean, if you take care of it, they will last long.
As opposed to bonding, which might just be a couple years.
Well, they get a stain very easily. The bonding, and then the veneers, they don't get stained. It's starting with that, so that will be the main reason to change. And the resistance of the material, they may break easier than the porcelain.